Welcome to Game Chat, where Connor and I talk about the latest game news. In our news block today, Epic Games lays off 1,000 employees following downturn in Fortnite engagement. NVIDIA DLS video is taken down to copyright after a news site uses the footage. Yoshua, I'm not even going to butcher the last name. The creator of Double Dragon and Renegade dies at the age of 64. Renegade Rockstar gets hacked, and guess what? It makes the stock go up instead of go down. All that and more. So buckle up and join the ride. Hey Connor, how's it going?
Things have been okay, I guess. I think I'm still kind of recovering from my little. I think I mentioned this last time, but I've been on a little vacation elsewhere. Yeah, I've been to this is a little sacred place called Florida, USA. Well, or no, it's not. There's no place in Florida called USA. I've been to Orlando. That's what I meant to say. I've been on a week-long trip to Orlando, and yeah, it was a great time. But
you enjoyed the theme parks down there?
Oh, you bet I did.
Yeah.
I went to 2 different Disney World theme parks, and I went to Universal as well. So
Magic Kingdom and Studios, right?
Unfortunately, no Magic Kingdom. I went to Epcot, and I went to Hollywood Studios.
Oh, Studios and Epcot. You should have had Magic Kingdom, because Magic Kingdom is where it all started.
Yeah. I was talking about it. I was trying to go there, but didn't get the chance, unfortunately. But always next time. Whenever I have enough money. But yeah, I could talk about the trip for a long time, but just basically the footnotes version of it is I had a good time at Florida, just not getting back from Florida, or getting to Florida, from that matter. I just had to. And before you say anything about TSA, it has nothing to do with it. It was just flights just kept getting delayed. Our flight on day one.
I'm not getting on about TSA. I'm just yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just our flight on day 1 got canceled, so we had to go what would have been on day 2, and then delays, and then on the way home.
And this is out of Burlington?
Well, yeah, getting through Burlington, we had a connecting flight from Burlington to LaGuardia.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I got so many delays.
Yeah.
And then on the way back, our flight from LaGuardia to Burlington, we had so much delay on the first flight that we weren't able to make the second, so we had to drive all the way back from New York to St. Albans. It was
6-hour flight or 6-hour drive. Yeah.
Yep. It's probably the reason why I'm still always a little tired, but I think that's just part of me regardless, so it doesn't change.
Yeah, well. And also, I've not been doing much other than putting around, helping my family with getting springtime out here, folks. So we're getting a lot of our summer jobs done early. Stuff that we need to get done, or typical winter stuff that we need to get done early. Spring cleaning stuff.
Yeah, I probably got to get a start on that soon, because my closet's still pretty stuffed, and I cleaned it out last year too.
So anyway, yep. So also let's move on to what we've been playing. Same crap.
Yeah, the more things change, the more things stay the same. I've still been super into Archipelago. I've been live streaming. I've been getting back to live streaming some of my sessions, not to great applause or anything, but I'm just still ultra small time, so I'm just trying to get into the flow, trying to get some people interested, and frankly, I'm trying to also get the Discord server for this studio interested as well. But I just need to learn to be more active, I think.
Well, there actually is one game that I have been playing, new game. It's finally on Game Pass, Biohazard.
That'd be
Resident Evil
1.
7.
Oh, 7? Oh.
7, Biohazard.
Oh, right.
And a lot of people are saying, "Oh my God, it's scary." No, it's not.
Well, not to you.
Not to me. But yeah, 7's fun. I haven't got past the first guy yet, but yeah, It's fun.
Yeah, I'm not like a big Resident Evil guy, but I did see him like I don't have it on here, but I did see that on Steam in between like our previous show. Like they have like re-released like 1 through 3 of Resident Evil on Steam, like their original versions, not remasters. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think they have the ever so beloved De Novo protection on it, so people aren't super happy about that. But I mean, new Resident Evil ports, that makes it a little more accessible, I guess.
Yeah, it does, but
yeah,
makes it great for us fans of it. I mean, I really wasn't a fan when I first started, but when they first came up, but now when I've been on when they came on Game Pass, I really got into it. It's like, yeah, they're kind of fun. Mm-hmm. You know, they're type of shooters that I would love to play.
Mm. Yeah, maybe I gotta give the original Resident Evil 4 a whirl. I don't know why the original, not like 2, but I know why. It's because the original has amazing voice acting.
Yeah, original.
Amazing.
I've played 2 and 3 now, 2 and 3, and 7 and 8. So,
I guess you gotta get to 4 sooner than later.
Yeah, whenever 4 is released on Game Pass.
Oh, really? Not Steam?
I'll see how much it is on Steam.
It shouldn't be that much.
No, shouldn't be. So, anything else?
Oh yeah. What else have I been up to? Oh yeah. Slay the Spire 2. I've been doing a lot of that. Don't know what else to say about it. It's like it's been a mess. It's for a game that's still in early access and probably will be in early access for like the better part of this year. It's really good. There's a lot to it.
And you'd be surprised. There's a lot of early access games coming out now that are actually pretty good. They're actually better than better than you think. You think they're being in early access, you'll be bugging out and having crap and just a downright bad time playing it. But no, there's been some early access games that they're pretty good. Yeah, they're just good by the originals. Or the alpha versions.
Yeah, who would have thunk that like all these like beta versions of the games are a lot more playable than some AAA experiences for like several times the player size. I mean, and developer size too. But I guess that's a bit beside the point. But
no, I've been playing a lot of early access games, especially on the computers, and they've been pretty fun.
Yeah, a lot of them simulators, I assume.
Yeah, a lot of the simulators, a lot of the like roadside rescue and roadside research and all that. Yeah, TCG. Yeah. That's another early access one.
Yeah, I know you well.
Oh yeah, simulators. I gotta love them. All right, so let's move on to our trivia question.
Yeah, the trivia. What did we ask last week or
last month?
Show?
Last month, because it's literally been a month. I checked the dates.
Yeah.
Used while. Okay, this is the last month's question.
Last month's, yeah.
Used while playing Katana, the original Komi code gave you 30 extra of what video game things in the game? It was extra lives.
Yeah. I mean, if you know Contra, you know you needed every single one of them.
Yep, you did.
All
right, moving on to this week. See if I can find.
I think in the future, like along with your question, I think I want to offer some of my own questions. I think might be a little tougher.
Go ahead.
Well, I didn't prepare one this time, but maybe in the future I might want to start asking more questions that get more challenging. Have like a little easy question and have a little more tricky ones. Like I think that could be pretty engaging.
Yeah. We'll find another one.
Yeah. Let me see what you got here.
Yeah, 37, 38. This one's It's by the way, there's 108 of these. That's why I'm picking one down through. What? Do you know what I want to do? This one. Do the next one. What card game related to Warcraft Universal did Blizzard release in 2014?
I'd take a wild guess, but I'll have to write it down on paper.
Yeah, that's the question of the week.
Yes. That's the question, and
moving on. That's the question, and we'll get you the answer next week.
or the next 2 weeks.
Or the next 2 weeks.
So, I mean, a lot happens within a week.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe maybe we could do it like just next week and have like maybe like more casual discussions, like not necessarily like news, but like just talking more and thorough about the games we've been playing. We could try that.
We could. All right, let's move on to our news block, and let's just get it off over here. The biggest elephant in the room about Epic Gaming. Epic Games lays off 1,000 employees following the downturn of Fortnite engagement.
Yep, this is one story that comes from I think this is the first time we have GameIndustry.biz featured on here, but yeah. So I think we reported last time that Epic Games was like Fortnite V-Buck inflation, like things were getting more expensive in the V-Buck store, and seemingly continuing off the increasing difficulty of keeping this very expensive game running. Apparently, over 1,000 employees have been let go. Yeah, it says here, Epic Games is laying off more than 1,000 employees after a, quote, downturn in Fortnite engagement led to the company to spend significantly more than it makes.
According to Tim Sweeney, the CEO, these layoffs together with over $5 million of identifiable costs and savings contracting markets close up to some roles, putting us in a more stable place. Savinico clarified that the layoffs aren't related to AI, adding to the extent it improves in productivity. We want to have many awesome developers and developing great content in tech that we can. So basically, it's not because of AI. It's because of the fact that nobody wants to play Fortnite anymore.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions too much. Like, what else he says here? Sweeney also attributed the decision to industry challenges such as slower growth, weaker spending, higher costs, and current consoles selling fewer units in the last generation. That much is pretty much all true. I mean,
yes.
I forgot to put it on here, but the PlayStation consoles, PlayStation consoles are getting more expensive.
And then all of a sudden, everybody's going, okay, whoa.
Yeah, like, so I think, what was it, like PlayStation 5 Pro's like $900 or something?
I think it is.
Yeah, like, so like I forgot to put a statistic on here. Like, I was just reading about this earlier, but like a bunch more people than like last year around this time bought like PS5s just to get it before the price increase.
Yeah.
So.
And I read that too. I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. So like, just considering that and like many other market issues, it definitely does make sense why Epic is falling behind a bit. But like, letting go of 1,000 employees,
that hurts.
Yeah, I think that's I think the other article states, like, we have two articles on this. I tried my best getting multiple articles on the same story for more information. I think that like over 1,000 people is about, it says here, I have a different article on this from the PC Gamer. And like 1,000 people is like almost like a fifth of all of their staff. So that's a very massive cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it also says here, the company brings in an estimated $6 billion a year, but somehow that's not enough to keep the game afloat. Somehow, yeah. Like, don't ask how you can make billions of dollars in a year, but still have to let go a ton of your employees just to keep the game afloat.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where that money is going. Maybe just
let's leave it aside. The question is spending $1 million per employee, so that's over $1 billion.
Like, yeah, like
they're saving.
Yeah, this is very much a cost reduction method, but I'm not sure how this is going to turn out because. Well,
I'll tell you right now, it turned out great. Not for us, not for the Fortnite side of it, because as soon as they started doing that, we've been finding a lot more lags, a lot more drops, a lot more stuff like that because they can't keep the servers running properly.
Yeah, like you can already sense that, like, just the drop in all the staff is causing like more problems to happen because they can't address it as fast. Yeah, and also some other things mentioned on here was like the other things are going on with Fortnite, which I'm of course out of the loop of, but like some people aren't happy with like the cosmetics and just other things that the game is doing besides also V-Bucks going up. Like
V-Bucks are going up. The cosmetics, yeah, it's Fortnite. But the problem is they're running out of ideas for skins or basically, customization. They're running out of ideas. They're using same ideas over and over and over again.
Well, I mean, to be expected when your game's nearing a decade old, I suppose. But like, I feel like I've been saying that for like about Fortnite for a long time. Like, it feels like since they just kind of started going crazy with all the IPs they keep buying and they keep using.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like that hasn't been as original.
No.
Like, it feels like I'm just playing Smash Brothers on like steroids, except not as like enjoyable, at least in my opinion. Like, I'm just not the battle royale guy that I used to be.
No. And I'm always been and really have been into battle royale, but I'd love it just because, it's where my friends go, but, it's getting to a point even when my friends are starting to go, nope, let's go play something else. Let's go play on creative, because creative is actually a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Like last night, we played mini golf on Fortnite.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess that my equivalent to be creative would be, of course, Roblox, but that Roblox is just a whole can of worms that I've already decided I want no part of. So
it's Roblox without the pedophiles.
Debatably, I consider that debatable. But again, I know nothing about Fortnite, but I'm just looking for new and I'm just looking for fresh multiplayer experiences that I can actually enjoy with my friends. That I just need to actually get to sharing with them, but. Hopefully, if my live streams start taking off and I just be a better community member in a little small community that is NATV, then perhaps I can start a little revolution in the games we play.
Maybe.
Yeah, but let's not get too ambitious about that right now. We're talking about news.
Yeah.
Not plans.
Well, we can always talk about plans too.
Yeah, but there's a time and place for everything, and. Speaking of timely, this isn't, but
this
DLSS 5.
Oh, you want to do DLSS 5?
It was just right underneath the layoffs I have labeled on here. So
all right, we could do. All right,
we can keep this short because like I'm sure everyone knows the whole spiel about DLSS 5. So last month at around this time, NVIDIA introduced this wonderful AI filter that supposedly makes lighting and visual fidelity better. Like it's supposed to be like this big breakthrough thing that's like this big deal, but like when you actually look at it, it's not. It's not. Like, I mean, come on. I mean, Alan, just put up the video up here. Just remind everyone what this thing is capable of. Like, it just completely destroys lighting, art direction. It doesn't really it just changes the image. It makes everything look more, well, ironically, artificial. It doesn't make it better.
Exactly. I've seen I saw the YouTube picture. The video he showed me. You had of the first one, in the side by side, and I'm like, no, there is none. There's no difference. The only difference is it might be a little crisp, a little clearer with the darker colors, but other than that, no. There's really not much difference. Well, in the background, but in the foreground, you can see more, of the strap on her backpack, more of the, more details.
Yeah, but I'm looking at more like the face, like people
the face. Hell no, there's no difference in the face.
Well, there absolutely is difference in the face. I hear people saying that the facial construction in some spots just straight up isn't the same.
Yeah.
And the one thing that always comes to my mind according to this whole reveal was just that one shot. I think it was of Assassin's Creed or something. Like it was it has this whole grassy field of trees and stuff, and you can clearly see the shadows everywhere. And then turn on the filter, and then the shadows just Where did I go? There's just no.
Where's the shadows?
Where's the shading? What is that?
Exactly.
Yeah, like this is something that pretty much has to be just shown in post because we don't really have a way to show it. But like, yeah, DLSS 5, not something to be excited about. But really, the other reason why I'm even bringing this up because there's like a funny incident that happened regarding the video. So,
which, by the way, it's back up again.
Yeah, because apparently, it was some sort of like other entity. Like I'm looking at like a news article that has like a Twitter post explaining, but apparently some Italian television channel used footage from the trailer and then just started acting as if they owned the footage and claimed NVIDIA themselves. So NVIDIA got copyright claimed for its own video, which shows how great YouTube's system works.
Excuse me, that's not your video. That's my video.
Yeah,
Prove it.
Yeah, like it kind of doesn't have much to do with the video itself, but like it's kind of funny that like the video, like the one video with like that nobody likes, just suddenly just vanishes for like a second and. It's back now. Like it's not down forever because that'd just be ridiculous. But yeah, I think that speaks to the other problems in society besides. Well, I guess maybe YouTube systems that are also AI.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They are AI.
Yeah. Everything is artificial, including the intelligence.
Yeah.
And artificial intelligence, intelligent artificial.
Yeah. Which means there is no intelligence.
Yeah. There is no intelligence, only stupidity.
All right.
All right. Let's bring some joy back in here.
Well, actually, sort of joy. Oh, you want to do Rockstar gets hacked? That's kind of enjoyable.
For who?
No, for the people, the stockholders.
Yeah. So this is a story from Kotaku. I don't can frequently go up here, but like this is one of the few articles that Darren got up here.
Yeah, well, what it was is I was looking through today, just trying to find stuff, and I come across on another site. It was full of ads, so I'm like, yeah, I'll just move it over to try and find it over. So I found it here on Kotaku. The Rockstar's hackers release GTA Online financially actually makes Take-Two stock go up.
Yeah, strangely, yeah. Okay, so continue here.
Basically what it is last month or so, Rockstar got hacked, and they had after all games and data files obtained from a security breach were shared online yesterday, many likely to expect to lead to some negative ramification for the studio and its parent company, Two Takes Two. Instead, the rich gets richer, and the publisher stock had one of the best days in months.
Yeah, so the data they released, it says here, confidential data about Grand Theft Online and Red Dead Online's revenue and player numbers. So just like statistics, like about how much money the game's actually making. And they put up, it says here, after Rockstar confirmed the breach had happened and then refused to pay the group's ransom, they just released it directly online to the dark web. It says here there was no GTA 6 news or source code. Instead, what fans found, and what Kotaku, the source we're getting the story from, was able to verify is that was those who have seen the data is that a lot of those numbers show just how profitable GTA Online was in 2026. Like it's just it really just I don't even, it doesn't even say what the data actually is on here. I mean,
no, what got me going, what got me like kind of like really into the story is the fact that usually when somebody hacks something, it's a bad thing.
Yeah, but then it says here that like the stock price, like this stock price, like the morning was like 202 a share, but like. And then later, like after like the release happened, it bumped up to 207 a share.
Yeah, that's roughly $1 billion increase in Take-Two's market cap.
Yeah, I think, and it has gone down a bit, down towards 205, but like considering the fact that they literally got hacked, making just a massive surplus of money, it's just.
That's what makes me too, Connor. Is like, what the hell here? Because of the fact that it's not supposed to happen like this. Like, and also had to do the fact that they got hacked in the first place is newsworthy too.
Yeah, I mean it's a brain scratcher, but well, maybe we can also try to see if we can have what's like the actual like statistics and like how well it's doing. Like, this is like something I saw on the side, but I think they were just making millions, if not billions, of dollars off of like online, with like a lot of them being like, you know, the gaming whales that just buy an awful lot of shark cards or something off of GTA.
Yeah, that's what they were doing.
Yeah, making money off of people that don't know what to do with their own.
Exactly.
Yeah, just kind of the story I expect with gaming these days. Microtransactions make macro earnings.
Yep. All right, real fast. Let's go down the sadness hole here one more time. Yoshi.
I think I can. I think it's pronounced Yoshihisa Kishimoto. I feel like that's about as good as I can get. So
creator of Double Dragon and Renegade. If you're a fan of the '80s, you know. Video game of the '80s, you know what is Double Dragon is.
Yeah,
it's a Street Fighter. It's a side by side.
It's a beat 'em up. It's
beat 'em up game.
It's like a classic Sega beat 'em up, and unfortunately, he is no longer around. And
he died at the age of 64.
Yep. Yeah. So So this is from a post from his son. Ryubu. I do not know how that accent is read, but his son posts on Facebook. This is the son of Yoshihisa Kishimoto. I am sorry to inform you that my father has passed on April 4th, 2026. I mean, April 2nd. I got my numbers mixed up. I hope you will continue to play my father's works, including Kuno-kan. Thank you.
Your father proposed. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yep. So. Yeah, so I guess
the creator of Double Dragons and
many other arcade games. Like I've got a Wikipedia page like showing like all the mini games that he's done. Many of them have been Japan exclusives, so it's.
He did Renegade, and what was the other ones? Kung Fu Master. I remember playing that one.
Yeah, he also did a Super Dodgeball.
Remember playing that? I've heard of that one.
Yeah, that's an arcade game. There's also WWF Superstars. That's another arcade game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's done a lot of stuff for like. He done a lot of stuff.
Did he do anything from Mario?
No, I mean I said it before. That it was like a Sega. I think most of his work was just like it's like Sega stuff.
Sega
not just
stuff.
Arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah, like besides it also includes Cobra Command, Road Blaster, U.S. Championship V-Ball. Okay, it does say down here that some of the games were made it to the NES and Super NES. Okay, I guess me saying that he's a Sega guy kind of was maybe a little inaccurate because everything on here says like either NES or SNES, if not arcade, and also PlayStation in later years. He did a Cowboy Bebop game. That's news to me.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Road Blaster. I played that one already. I've played that one. That one's pretty fun.
Yeah, the last game that
he did was Double Dragon 5.
Double Dragon 4. That's 4. Yeah, the I before the V means it's 4. Yeah, I'll be honest. I have never really had any experience with the games he's played, but as any industry,
young, honey.
Yeah, as any industry legend deserves, I'll give him a quick moment of silence.
All right, quick.
Okay, that was like 2 seconds, but yeah. Rest in peace, my man.
Yeah.
And hopefully your son will be able to continue the Double Dragon legacy whenever Double Dragon 5 or whatever comes out.
Yeah, let's see. I'm hoping that they do continue with it. I didn't even know that Kevin had 4.
I also didn't know Cowboy Bebop ever had a video game at any point. Well, maybe I gotta go find one of those games to honor him. But yeah, so let's take a break from all this not so exciting stuff to talk about upcoming stuff on Xbox Game Pass and Amazon Prime. And I should probably have PlayStation Plus announcements too, but I'll pull it up.
Move to next one was to Nintendo Switch's digital cost less more than physical games. That's what I have next on the rundown.
That's my. Yeah, I guess I'll get the upcoming games up while you pull that up. But it's the Nintendo story is not very long.
Yeah, well, according to Game Industry Biz, Nintendo's digital games to cost less than physical versions in the U.S. Really? There's something I didn't see coming. Maybe because of the fact that people are downloading games more now than buying them.
Oh, I mean, I think that was one of the main hopes, to start with. I think for digital. I think when with digital is becoming more of a thing, people were hoping that digital would be the cheaper option from the beginning. I maybe I'm getting that wrong, but
no, it is, you're right. But sometimes it is the cheaper option, but sometimes the physical option is the cheapest too.
Yeah, but this is the first. I think this is really the first time in a while, or the first major instance where the digital game is cheaper than the physical. But
yeah,
as the story goes on, once I go on.
From May of 2026, the new Nintendo titles, inclusive to Switch, will have a different price, basically.
MSRP.
MSRP.
That's recommended price.
Yeah. Will depend on the retail partner who sets their own price for digital and physical games. So in other words, if you go through GameStop and all that, they're the ones setting the price, not Nintendo.
Yeah. So it says going forward, beginning with the upcoming title, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, instead of both physical and digital prices being $69.99, digital will be $59.99, while retail retains the higher price. It's, I mean, what do you think about that? Having digital prices be actually cheaper than physical?
I like it because I like the whole idea of digital, because of the fact that you don't have to worry about scratches or CDs getting scratched. You don't have to worry about losing your cart, losing games. You have it built right into your computer or right into your little device, and you can play it all much as you want. But the downside is also because your device gets filled up too quickly too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the ultimate consequence between digital is just that retail, digital, you have less of an ownership of the game than you have retail, because digital's linked to a service or a device of some kind, while being retail, a cartridge, you have that cartridge. As long as you have a system to play it on, you can always play that game. Where the digital thing, since digital is just code, as soon as that code becomes restricted or lost, you just lose it forever. That's the main thing, and I imagine that'd be the reason why some people might not actually be happy with the digital price being cheaper, because it's just going to encourage more digital copies and less physical, and kind of goes on
games,
with the.
Meanwhile, stores like GameStop are going to be slowly going out of business. Wait a minute, they are.
Well, no, the worry is just all physical will just be gone and just be only digital, and it'll be so much harder to actually own the things you buy gaming wise, and also to preserve them too, because it'll only be digital, just only in digital formats.
Preservation, though, you can still preserve them on digital copy.
Yeah, it works differently though, and I guess to go. Oh yeah, another detail to add about this digital pricing is that it's going to be for the upcoming titles only. So if you're not happy about Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza being $80, that's not changing. They're still going to be $80. They're probably still going to be $80 until the heat death of the universe, because I mean, you've seen the fact that Mario Odyssey, that's still at full $60 pricing, despite the fact that's getting close to a decade old.
Did you see the movie is #1 in the theaters?
Oh yeah. I don't really care about the Mario movie.
Mario movie's #1 in the movie theaters. Talking about, yeah.
Yeah, it's just it makes a lot of money because it has brand recognition, and that's basically pretty much all there's there to note about it. If I'm being honest, like I watched the first one because like everyone else, I was interested in Mario having a movie, but I think after knowing what goes on in the first movie, I kind of knew what to expect of the second, which is just going to be like, is there going to be any substance? No, it's just going to be just references and stuff, and I mean the teaser and stuff kind of gave you the impression that the movie was just going to be like I like no focus, just kind of just visual sensations and like nothing. So I didn't have any interest in it in the second movie.
Yeah, well, I heard it's pretty good, but I haven't seen it.
Well, to each their own, but I mean, I can't get myself to watch movies anyway, so I wouldn't probably enjoy it very much.
Alrighty, you want to do Microsoft confirms big hits for their 2026 lineup or April 26th April lineup?
Yeah, like the upcoming free games on their service is that for Game Pass?
Microsoft confirms some big hits for Game Pass for April 2026 Wave 1 lineup.
It's that article. So so just scrolling down just to see, this is an IGN article that just, we don't need to read the rest of it. We can just see the games that have coming out. So for the games that have already been released in the first wave of April, like this would be last week, we have DayZ, Endless Legend 2, FBC Firebreak, Planet Coaster 2. I think that one you'd be familiar with. It's, basically new age roller coaster tycoon.
Yep.
Tiny Bookshop, Football Manager 26, Hades 2. That's a big one.
Yep.
That one was pretty recently just put on, actually, just on April 14th. Replaced the Thaumaturge. I'm not going to attempt it again. And just today, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, and EA Sports NHL 26, if you're interested in that. And then upcoming towards the end of the month, we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare, not the remaster, not the original, the other Call of Duty Modern Warfare that just bears the exact same title that was in 2019, because that is not confusing at all.
Yeah,
I played that one. That was the one that was the one game I used to try to give Call of Duty a shot, and it just kind of just told me that I shouldn't bother.
Yeah.
And then going further, there's also coming on the 21st, Little Rocket Lab, SOPA, Tale of the Stolen Potato, and Vampire Crawlers. And the 23rd, we have a game called Kiln. Yeah, it's that I think we already talked about this Kiln game before. It's just
Double Fine Kiln. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this fighting game of some
where
kind
where you make like pots and plates, and you gotta go kill each other with it.
Yeah, it's a premise. Is it any game? I don't know. I didn't really check, but the idea sounds indie enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then for PlayStation users, for their PlayStation Plus catalog, some new additions coming in are some new additions coming on for and this is for like all of them. Like this is for Plus Extra and Premium. We have the Crew Motorfest. There's a Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. Wait, didn't they Zero Dawn when was Zero Dawn? Why is it needed remaster so soon? I can't remember the first. Probably like in 2010s. Yeah, like I don't know why we're getting remasters of games within the same decade of it releasing. I find that really weird. Oh wait, this is Sony. They also given us did they remaster Last of Us Part 2 within 5 years of releasing it or something? Yeah. I mean, they re-released Last of Us a billion times anyway.
Remaster in 2024.
Yeah. Football Manager 26 also on PlayStation Plus. Warriors Abyss
came out in 2017.
2017 for original Zero Dawn. Yeah, that doesn't feel like that long of a time to worth a remaster, but yeah.
No, when they're remastering games that came out in the early 2000s, I'm talking about Resident Evil.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like remastering a 2017 game in 2024 seems...
my point exactly is, well, my point was about it was, what was I going to say? Is that when you remaster a game, usually you're supposed to be upgrading the graphics or whatever to today's standards, right?
I mean, yeah, but like just...
But Zero Dawn is already
like
pretty close to today's standards.
Like, I mean, yeah, like the standards, like, I mean, of course standards are always rising, but like 2017 versus 2024 doesn't feel that big of a difference.
No,
so
remastering
something so soon just feels a little weird. Like, I don't know why they didn't just update the game directly, but that's just a random rant. That's nothing to do with anything. And also this hilarious contrast between like this. There's like, they have this epic art like on the PlayStation blog of like Warriors Abyss, and then the game immediately afterward, a squirrel with a gun.
Yeah,
it's they have the contrast, and any other notable games on the source thing. Yeah, there's a Monster Train. That's another card roguelike. You know, I talked about Slay the Spire. This is kind of like a different card game, roguelike, if you want something different. And then for the one retro game that they added to PlayStation Plus, it's Wild Arms 4, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last I checked, it seems like PlayStation Plus is just really slow with like its retro like stuff.
It's they haven't really been updating it like Xbox has.
Yeah, I don't know if is just another licensing thing or if they're just negligent of it.
Yeah, it's probably another licensing thing because remember they don't have much over there. Because good old Microsoft is botting it all. All right. Well,
do we have time to cover Amazon Prime editions, or is it?
Yeah, we can do Amazon Prime.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'd just like to quickly sum up the Amazon Prime stuff. Like for this month, already available is XCOM Enemy Unknown, Total War, Pharaoh Dynasties. That's on the Epic Game Store. Like, this Amazon Prime service is weird because like a lot of the games it offers are just on completely different stores. So like we have like some stuff from like GOG, so it's like, you know.
Well, I think a lot of these are going to get switched to Luna.
Well, maybe not. Well, some stuff is on Epic, some is on like games.
Well, I do.
What's the GOG stands for? I think there's Galaxy and like the last G, but I forgot what the O is. But that's like GOG is like where you want to get your games that doesn't have any anti-piracy like measures in place, because like we talked about Denuvo before, but Denuvo, you know, is like not super efficient at stopping anti-piracy in that like it also just makes it like worse as like a performance perspective. Like it just drags game performance and like every game it's part of.
Yeah.
So like that's why the people would favor like GOG, because it has none of that. So I guess it's good for that thing up there. But yeah, actually now that I look about this list, other than like XCOM, I'm not really sure what to make of like the rest of these like Amazon Prime titles. Like I don't know if these like indie games or like nothing games, but Amazon Prime doesn't really seem to be offering.
No, Amazon Prime is not much for games anyways. They're more for movies. That's kind of why they bought Luna, to give their gaming area a whole nother little area. Now Luna, I just read they are going to get rid of third-party service, which means if you bought games from Epic, Epic Games, the Epic Store Plus, Epic Games, EA Sports, Ubisoft Plus.
Ubisoft Plus, like, God, there's so many launchers for this stuff. Why?
You know, all those. You know what I'm talking about? All those type of services.
Yeah, so they're gonna kind of agglomerate it all to like one thing.
Yeah, they're ending it in June. They're going to end it and then say, "Hey, look, just us."
Yeah, I see why you were saying that, but yeah, Prime's the thing. That's all I'm going with that. So let's move on to something cool that could help your Steam experience. Steam is working on a frame rate estimator to predict how well a game will run on your PC. This is an article from The Gamer, and I also got a adjacent article also on IGN.
It doesn't matter which one you want.
Well, yeah, but either way, the story's the same. Steam is making background updates to implement a new feature called a frame rate estimator, which basically it looks at like the database of all the users that play a certain game, like their hardware and like how well their game runs, to be able to give the user an approximation of how well their computer should be able to run a game.
Yeah, which is the average. Say you have a computer built like this. On average, most people have frame rate of X. If you have a computer of this, X. This is what you should expect out of the game. In a way, I think Steam's kind of catching up on this because Xbox PC does this the same way.
Oh yeah, it's like Xbox the first to do that. Like they have they say it's like runs great on your machine or something.
Yeah, will run great on this machine or 99 like 90%, 90% runs 90%. Yeah. Optimized by 90% optimized on this game, on your PC. It's like, okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Apparently, it says here that like this is just something Xbox have done for like years now. Not that I have noticed because I'm just all PC these days. So I think it'd be like a nice quality of life, like being able to get a heads up of like if the game you're about to play actually runs well on your machine before you commit to the purchase, because just imagine, you get this new exciting game comes out, you pour the whole 60 in, and then your PC just goes up in flames.
PC goes, like, sorry, I ain't touching this.
Like, too much graphics.
Yeah, too much graphics.
Yeah, help.
You get the sour face logo on your monitor. Yep. Help me, help me.
Yeah. And then the blue screen. Yeah. So it'd be great to have that implemented soon enough to have as a quality of life feature.
Yeah.
Maybe they already have it.
But also, if you know where to look, they do have on the bottom PC recommendations.
They already have recommendations, just like recommended and minimum settings. But I guess this estimator would make it a little bit more, I don't know, accessible, because let me just pull up a random Steam game and just see what the recommendations look like. Just any Steam game.
This would be great for those that have older PCs.
And maybe older PCs, not like this one. This one has a 360 RTX inside, so it's pretty covered for all the games I play, and it's suitable enough, I guess, for live streaming too, but not quite.
Meanwhile, me over here is just pounds his computer day after day, which is works. It'd be great for somebody like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have a. I just pulled up the system requirements for Hades 2, and it kind of it's pretty detailed with stuff it mentions having a certain type of processor, a specific core, specific amount of memory, the lists of graphics cards and storage. It's a lot of it's a bit of information to take in. So I think being able to quickly summarize it as just this is how your machine will perform. It's just a quick statistic. I think that'd be a little
kind of like
for
what
average
Microsoft Game Pass does for PC.
Yeah, Game Pass installed. And wow, Hades 2 expects RTX 260 for optimal performance. Huh? I didn't think the game would be so demanding, but I haven't played Hades 1. How does Hades 1 perform on this thing?
Well, anyway, do you want to talk about the Game Pass for indies? and how everybody hates it, or do you want?
Oh, I guess since we were talking about indies, yeah, I guess we can bring up
our last.
This is like I think this is like the one of the last. Yeah, one of the last major story we have on here. So
we don't have to worry about Disney cutting the 15 games off of Steam.
Well, more than 15. Like there was another time where I just did another 14. So like it's like. I guess I'll just like quickly touch on it. So yeah, Disney like in like the first half of this year is delisted like 29 different of their own games. Not like remarkable games for the most part.
No, there weren't, but just
well, I guess the most iconic of everything they've gotten rid of was Star Wars Dark Forces, which is it's basically just like a Doom mod with Star Wars. That's more or less what that is, but I guess for the most part, like these games only really have value if you just have played them before. But I guess the story can really be but the footnotes of it all is they're not on Steam anymore, and some people may suspect that it might end up on Epic since Disney is making a pretty big investment right now to Epic, and rumors going around about like future Disney games being made by them. But we don't really know what's going to happen with these games, but they're just not on Steam anymore. That's just the end of story.
Yeah, the list of it on some of these games. I just had them up.
Yeah, there's articles on PC Gamer that shows some of them.
And some of these, like he said, are not the high end business. Everybody in the whole wide world wants to.
Yeah, like raise your hand if you genuinely played such classics like High School Musical 3.
Nope.
Or
Pixar Brave, or Bolt, or Treasure Planet, or Alice in Wonderland, or Chicken Little.
Tangled, GeForce. They used to make games for like every one of their movies.
Yeah, Universe.
Yeah. Disney Universe. Some people might actually remember that one, but that was 2011.
Yeah.
That was yeah. So a lot of
Pirates of the Caribbean, Planets of the Apes, Star Wars Rebellion, and Dark Force. Yep.
Dark Force, and I have another list of like Disney stuff too. They have some Phoenix the Ferb game that got closed that probably wasn't anything at all, and like there's also they have a game they have like a 2D platformer with Hercules. I actually do have that game. I did get it on Steam, like just out of like interest of seeing like a speedrun on it, but otherwise that's really all I know about that game. Yeah. And yeah, pretty much everything else is just like, they have licensed games for all their movies. They're not top tier or anything, but kind of a little sad to see them go.
It is for those fans who want it. All right, let's move on to Indie Pass.
Does anyone know about Indie Pass? Because I do, and I take interest in it probably because it's a thing that exists, and apparently people don't like it. Yeah, so like I can take it over for like basically this part. So
go ahead.
It's
you know more about it than I do.
Yeah, so this publisher, this independent game publisher known as indie.io. I haven't heard .io in a minute. It's this is an article coming from Game Industry Biz again, and they're launching a subscription service called Indie Pass, and it's basically as it sounds. It's $7 a month for Game Pass for indie games, and it just launched this week on the 13th, and it launched around about 70 titles, many of which from like the company itself, such as Echoes of the Plum Grove and the Dark Deity series. And mainly like the sales pitch for this is like this is going to be like a way for quality hidden gems to be like uncovered, like just all quality indie games, like none of that like low quality trash slop or whatever you'd see like on like the eShop or the PlayStation Store or anything else. Just good indie games that you probably wouldn't find otherwise. And despite the fact that like that actually doesn't sound like such a bad idea.
No, it doesn't.
Like it doesn't sound like a bad idea, but there's a lot of contention against it because of the way they're handling things. Mainly the way how they're gonna compensate all the developers that are involved with the service. Like apparently they say here like they in an interview with the game industry and the person behind it all, Jess Mitchell, their plans to compensate through developers is through playtime. Says here, it's based on how much time each user spends playing their game, which is kind of problematic because there's a lot of different ways to make a video game. Sometimes you want to make something replayable. Sometimes you just want to tell a story through a video game. And basically with this like playtime per revenue model, basically if your game if your game isn't like a replayable roguelike or something, you're not going to get very much from it because,
and there's the controversy.
Yeah, there's the controversy basically. Just some games will be paid a lot more than others just because they are designed a certain way, which is what's getting people up in arms. And
in other words, it's not a flat fee, for how many downloads. It's just per how many times you played.
Yeah, it's just seemingly just playtime from what I read, which is not really good.
No, if it was just plain download, like most subscription based and like Steam, where you buy games and download them on your computer, that's how most people get the revenue from, is from that. But you're talking about, so if you get a game that it's literally made to play once and doesn't have a replayability.
Yeah, if it doesn't have an extended playtime, then you're not going to get much out of it.
You're not going to be making much money off of it. Therefore, you have to make another game.
Yeah, and like ultimately, what it kind of comes out to is like the service comes sort of pointless because like indie games, like we all know that indie games are like basically very budget friendly. They're cheap as is. So like,
they're just cheap games built on a cheap budget that people throw together at the last minute and say, "Hey, have fun." Studios, and a lot of these are studios that just want to try. They're kind of like a trial basis for bigger games.
Yeah, I was just trying to finish my thought.
Go ahead.
Yeah, for these story-based games, it'll be more expensive to buy it alone, but it'll probably be a lot more successful for the developers if they just buy the game outright. And it's another subscription service in the end. Like, why pay for yet another subscription service and have another timely fee when you can just get these already pretty cheap games on their own with no additional cost? Plus, just like Game Pass, they might just go away. So you don't actually own anything, and that's pretty much what it comes down to. It's just the idea that they're working with is just, and it could work. Like if they have a better way to negotiate prices between their developers that they're featuring and the games they have on there, then perhaps some people will be willing to give it a go. But as it is right now, it's not likely to be very successful in the end.
No, it was a nice idea, but just not very well put together.
It just needs better execution.
Not very well execution.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know too much about these how they pay people in this pass, kind of idea, but yeah, maybe having it be just like per play as like people playing the game itself rather than just per time duration,
yeah, because if I'm right, how Steam and Microsoft Store works, it's per purchase.
Well, yeah, it's you pay the money. It's like,
and that money goes back to the people who make it, but not how many times you play it.
Well, Steam is not a subscription.
Yeah, well, Microsoft is. Game Pass is.
Well, yeah,
you're making so much money. You only make so much off of the subscription, anyways. Which, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not saying that this Indie Pass thing is just going to be like a flash in the pan. It's going to be not going to be something that just.
It's a good concept. It just needs
refinement.
Yeah, a little more tweaking with it.
Yeah, but as it is right now, I'd rather just pay for the games they feature rather than just pay subscription service for all of it. That's just my take on it. It needs to have better value. It needs to have games that I'm familiar with, and it needs to figure out a way to get the developers featured like fair payment, because right now it's not.
No, it's not.
So yeah, so this is how everyone's going to learn that this thing exists, and all forbid it.
Yep. Okay. Anything else we want to talk about?
I mean, only 30 seconds left. I don't really have anything else in mind.
Me neither.
But I mean, I would plug my stream that I'm going to do tonight, but we all know that by the time this comes out, there won't be a stream tonight.
Why?
Because this is not a live stream.
Yeah, I know, but still, you can plug it anytime.
Yeah. I have YouTube. You will hear my voice somewhere, and you'll know it's me, and you'll click that subscribe button. Subscribe to me, however you find me. Shameless plug, done.
And Connor, what?
It's the channel's called Solar, spelled SOULAR07. It's the same as my Discord username. So now you know how to find me everywhere.
Okay, well, I'm still over on Darren Quick 05478 over on Twitch and Kick. So follow me every time I'm on.
Yep. So,
as always, thanks for watching, and good night.
Yeah, good night. I'll fade back to hide from all the new coming people that's going to find me.
See ya.